All right, I'm going to show you guys how to do this periodic table worksheet because there was a lot of questions on it. So when we look at the worksheet, this is a picture that I have separate. So I'll show you that. That's included with the classroom instructions. And so right here. So if we look at this symbol, this is carbon. And so we've got, there's a letter that represents it. So that's the symbol that it's referring to. And then atomic number is up here on the top. So for carbon, that would be 6. And then atomic mass is the usually decimal number, so 12.011. And what that is just the weight of the neutrons, protons, electrons. So, and it's an average. And so there's different isotopes of carbon, and so different isotopes will have different numbers of neutrons. So that is just an average of all the different isotopes. So that's why it's a decimal. And then you've got, of course, the carbon the name of the element. Then the mass number we've got is protons, neutrons. So basically, to find the mass number, it's this atomic mass rounded. So for carbon, the mass number would be 12. The atomic mass would be 12.011. So if we go back to our worksheet, these are going to be answered using your notes, or you can simply just look them up. And then down here on number 4, the charge, that would be a proton would be positive, for example. And it's also found in the nucleus. This was in our notes. So I think that was module 2, lesson 1. So look in there, look in your book, or look it up. And then number 5, which 2 are in the nucleus? There's only 2 out of the 3 that are listed here. There's only 2 that are in the nucleus. Number 6, you're rounding the numbers, so simply just a review of math. And then down here for the table, what you're doing here is you're filling it in. And so, for example, hydrogen. So if I look on the periodic table, hydrogen, the element symbol for hydrogen's found right here. Hydrogen is H. So on this worksheet, I would simply put H. For the atomic number, I look back on the worksheet, and I can also refer to this. So atomic number. All right, I had to pause it because the bell. So going back to what we're talking about, let's see here. So we were at atomic number. So if we go to the periodic table, we look at this, the atomic number is the number on top. So looking at the periodic table, if we're looking at hydrogen, the atomic number is 1. So in my worksheet, I would put 1. Then atomic mass. So atomic mass, if we review on here, atomic mass is the bottom number with decimal. So it would be 1.00794. So that's what you would put here. I'm sorry, here. And then mass number is just rounded. So you round that number. That number rounded becomes 1. So that goes here. Number of protons, the number of protons is equal to the atomic number. So the atomic number was 1, so the number of protons are 1. Protons and electrons are always balanced. They're always the same. So that would also be 1. Whatever you put in this column is going to be the same for this column. And then number of neutrons. So in order to find the neutrons, I did put in the instructions how to do that. It's the mass number minus the atomic number. So take the mass number, which happens to be 1, minus the atomic number, which also happens to be 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0. Okay. To do the next one, it says number of neutrons, 2. So that means on the periodic table, you need to find something that has atomic mass of 4 and atomic number of 2, because 4 minus 2 is 2. So if we go back to that, we notice that helium has an atomic number of 4. I'm sorry, atomic mass of 4. And then we have the atomic number being 2. 4 minus 2 is 2. So this next one would be helium. And then you just backfill all of these. So you just need to look at what, these are the symbols. This is the name. There's always going to be one thing given, and then you just need to fill it in. And then moving down to the bottom, this is just using that table again. So you've probably filled these out on the table. You can just look on your table and be able to answer that question. And you should be able to answer all of those. I'm just glancing at them. Yep, you should be able to answer all of those using the table. And if you guys need extra time, I'll take this up until Sunday night. This, even though it says it's due tonight at midnight, I'll change it to Sunday night at midnight just so you have a little bit extra time. But anyways, hopefully that helps, and have a nice weekend.